Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. Okay, so today you're going to be using a stick in a few minutes. So if you haven't got a broom handle or something, pause, go grab one and play. Look, pause. Okay, press play now. Right, so from here now, standing as usual. So I'm getting into the floor, feeling my connection to the floor. Hands are going to open. Head's coming up. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Fasten the knees together. Okay. So I'm here, chin up, posture up, stand strong, tall, proud, whatever, right? And exhale. Collapse it all down. One more. We're going to focus on the exhale. We're going to completely compress the front. Okay, so pull in. Slow, long exhale now. Now drive out the last bit. And just let it naturally come back in. Okay, so we'll focus on that out of the way. We'll focus on. Right. From here, moving our necks left and right, moving our head, checking our neck, and up and down. And rolling, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. I'm rolling to the side, chin to shoulder, chin to chest, chin to shoulder. Okay, from here into my shoulders now. So arm circles forwards. And back. So you're going to open and close. Good stuff. We're going to reel in. Just going this way and then chin out. Okay, from here, palms up, rotate back the other way. Interlock your fingers, rolling one way and rolling back. Ripping and ripping. So from the ring finger, this guy goes first. Rip and rip, okay? Lovely. Into the spine now. So I inhale, drive the hips forward, reach. Exhale, front, middle, back. Lovely. Side bends. So remember rotating the palm on top, driving the hip in the opposite direction. Cool, and our twists all the way around, looking behind you. So far behind that you're looking in front again. Lovely. Hands and hips, hip circles. And change of direction. Okay, feet together. Hands inside of the knees, knee circles, gentle, 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 and then back the other way. Lovely. Standing on my left foot, right foot with toes down, toes back, foot back. Repeat that action 3 times. Rotate one way and rotate the other way. Same on the other foot now, toes down, toes back, foot back. Rotate one way and rotate the other way. Lovely. Okay, so furthering on with our mindful step now, what we're going to do, we're just going to centralize and we're just going to be sort of aware of our balance while standing still. So we need to do the same exercise where the rope pulls up, okay? And what I want you to do is to imagine that your weight is being pointed like a laser pointer on the floor, okay? So some cool apps for this, like PlayStation. One of those had a really cool like wobble board thing where you could try and centralize, and that's kind of what we're up to. So all I want to do is I want to project my weight down onto the floor right in the middle. And what I want to do now is bring it over to my left side. So all of my weight goes on the left side. So it's on the outside edge of my left foot. So this part of my left foot is the only where all my weight is now, okay? So you see the shift. Now I'm going to shift back to the center. I'm going to do the same thing to the right, shifting all my weight the outside edge, the little toe edge of my right foot. Okay, now I'm going to come back to center again. Now I really want to find that boundary and find out how far I can go. So very slowly, I'm going to keep going to my left, keep going, keep going, keep going until my right foot has to catch me. And that's the outside edge of my balance right there. So I want you to be aware of where the outside edge of your balance is so that we can find that center better. So same thing to the other side. I shift my weight over until I have to step. Okay? Once you have to step, you know that's definitely the edge of your balance. If you don't have to step, then there's a bit of play there, and we want to know where the lines are. So now I'm going to go right to the edge, back to the middle, and right to the other edge, back to the middle. Now we're going to do the same thing, but into the toes. So I'm going to all my weight forward until I have to step. Okay? I'm going to go as far forward as I can again. Just see my heels are off the floor here. The weight is fully in my toes now. Okay? Now I'm going to rock back, put my weight in my heels until I have to step. Now I'm going to do it again, just before that point. Okay? So now we've marked our edge to the front, our edge to the left, our edge to the back, and our edge to the right. So what I want to do now is explore that range. Okay? So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to focus on the ground's connection to the floor, because that's where the most nervous signaling is coming from, right? That's you're pressing into the floor. You can feel it in your toes. So I'm going to put all my weight on toes of both feet. Now I'm going to put all my weight on the big toe through to the little toe of the right foot. So I'm gently and slowly transferring the weight. Now I'm going to put all the weight on the outside edge of my right foot. Okay. Now I'm going to transfer all my weight back into my right heel first, then both heels. Now all of my weight goes into my left foot. So the outside edge of my left foot from the heel rolls up to the little toe of the left foot. Rolls into the big toe of the left foot. Now big toes of both feet. Toes of the right foot. Outside edge of the right foot. Back into the right heel. Both heels. Okay, so we're tracing around that outside edge. Okay, relax there for a second. Just break the connection from the ground. Just a little step out. Right. So that created this little oval shape that's supporting our weight, right? And as long as the base has our weight centered in it, then we're in balance. If I take my center of mass outside, then we're out of balance and we have to move our feet. So if we think about that in movement, well, as my foot moves, so all of my weight now is here. Okay, it's all straight down. So you look at my center, I'm standing on one foot, so you can see there's balanced and there's all the weight on one foot. You can see the shift, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to shift that weight over. Really soft and slow. Extend the right leg. Let the heel find the floor. Now reverse the movement completely. Bring the right foot all the way back. Let the toes find the floor. We're going to do that twice. So stepping all the way forward. There's no weight in this foot yet. All the way back. Okay. So all my weight's been on my left foot the whole time here. Okay, so now I'm going to step all the way through, and I'm very gently going to start transferring my weight into my right foot. Okay, really easy, right? Now all of my weight is in my right foot, so I'm going to take a very tentative step forward with my left, lifting the knee nice and high, finding the floor, and reversing the movement. So all my weight's in my right the whole time. My left foot is just hunting for a nice place to stay where I'm in balance, okay? Try not to go too far forward or too far back, like small steps. All right? All right, and now break that connection again. Just let it all go for a minute. Okay? So if we can just kind of practice that a little bit, we'll find that our balance will just naturally stem out of that. But everybody's on a different level, so it's going to take some people is, oh, this is easy. And the next person's like, this is fucking impossible. A bit of both. A bit of both. That's all I can say. Everybody's different, all right? I have good balance days and bad balance days, and it doesn't seem related to anything. I used to think it was, oh, you know, I had a few beers the night before or whatever. And you know, I don't drink for extended periods, and it's the same. So I don't know what, I haven't figured out what it is.
Like shit on this.
Good days and bad days though, you know.
Oh.
But the more you, but it's a skill like any other skill. If you practice, you get better. Okay, so enough talking shit. Grab a stick. Okay, hands nice and wide, arms straight. You know, over and back. Okay, so we're just gonna swing it a few times. Over and back, nice and easy. Okay, now with arms straight, I want to find that point there. So there's a point of like maximal stretch. For me, it's here. That's where it is. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm stretching my pushing muscles. So from here, stretching back through this away, stretching my pectoral muscles more than anything else. Okay, so bounce, I'm back to the front again. Okay, shake that out, wobble them around a little bit. Okay, this time we're going to go back to 6 bounces. So we go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the front. Now, when you come back in between any exercises, a little wiggle, right? Those little wiggles, I do them for everything, weightlifting, stretches, everything. Just little wiggles, just to make sure that the system isn't locking into any fixed positions. So from here now, 10 times this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to the front again. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just really easily, and if you have to bend your elbows a little bit, you can. Bring the stick over to the back and over to the front. Back, over to the front. If you have to bend your elbows, do so. Okay, if you can do it straight arm. That's right, that'll do with sticks for today. Into our elephant walk. So now we're going to look at the lower body, the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, backs of the legs, okay? First exercise is our elephant walk. So from here, I bend my knees a little bit, sink down a little bit, lift my toes up, slip my fingers under my toes, and then lock my toes down over my fingers. My knees are quite bent at this point, okay? So now I'm going to look, let my head flop. So I'm looking back between my knees, looking behind me. Straighten my right leg with my left bent. Then I bend my right, straighten my left. Now I bend my left, straighten my right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the yeah, whatever. That kind of thing, okay? So you want to feel the stretch through the calf. For most people, you might feel it in the hamstring, that's fine. You might feel it in the glute, up in your butt, that's fine. Okay? From there now, we want to get out of this position. So squat down a little bit and lift your chin up first. Okay? Then lift your chest up. So what can happen if I put my head lower than my heart, and if there's tension, overly tension the muscles and that, we can get venous pooling in the lower body a little bit, so you can get a bit lightheaded. If you are ever lightheaded during exercise, sit the fuck down, okay? Why sit down if you're lightheaded? Because if I pass out from here, grand. If I pass out from here, whee, okay? So lightheaded, sit down, all right? So when you're coming up from that bent over position, that's why I do it in stages. I'll go back into my deep squat, lift my chest, and start to rise from there, and it gives the blood a chance to just move the way it wants to. It's an overly simplified version, but let's just leave it at that. So from here, knees bent, toes up, slide the fingers underneath the toes, lock the toes down over the fingers, head flops down, straighten the right, bend the left, straighten the right, bend the right, straighten the left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Love it. From there, well, I should have done it. I didn't do it myself. Okay, so from there now, I want to put a hand on a fence or a wall, or just a finger, just for balance purposes. I'm going to catch my right ankle in my right hand, okay? And I put my knees together. Now I'm going to pull this knee back, and then I'm going to pull this shoulder back. So I'm going to stretch the quad. Alternative means of doing this: get a rope, lock it around the foot, pull, or we can go, as Fit for Life, Fit to Play guys are going to do in a minute, we can lean forward this way and drive the hip here, okay? I'd rather for now that everybody was just using the keep the finger on the wall and just going from there, okay? So knee back, then shoulder back. And relax, switching to your left side now. Just realizes what I was doing. Okay, same deal. Knee back, shoulder back. And relax. Okay, fit for life, that's about you guys right now. Fit to play, we're gonna keep going. Fit for life, if you want to do more stretching, you can, it's fine. This particular movement, no harm at all. So I'm gonna get down on the floor. Spread my legs out a little bit. Hands on the floor, and I want you to swim forward. So spread your legs out a little bit. You don't have to be crazy wide, just a bit. Swim forward, okay? Lovely. From here now, my right hand is going to go down my right leg. My left hand is going to go over my center and track along the line of my right leg, trying to reach over. So I'm rotating my palm here, so I'm thumb forward, palm up, and I'm trying to get my hand across. Not bringing it around this way, bringing it over the center. Now switch to the other side. Left hand tracks down the left leg. Right hand comes over, rotates, and tries to get to those toes. Nice stretch down the back. Okay, back to the other side. Jesus. Relax as much as you can. Don't push so hard, man. Pull it back a little bit.
Gets to it, I feel the muscles.
Yeah.
I have no idea, even though I had the fuck.
I know, right. What you gotta do, what I want you to do though is I want you to feel them nicely. You know what I mean? Don't fucking come here,
I need to stretch.
You do, but it's gentle. I really want to get this through to everybody. Right? Stretching is gentle, and I want you to approach it gently. If you hear labored breathing, you're too tough, man. Fucking calm it down. I know. I found out. I'll be honest with you. I find stretching much harder than like weightlifting. It's just like get angry and order the fucker. Right, resistance training, all that stuff, like drive those muscles. You fucking, I'm good at giving orders, right? But stretching is like, please, can we just go a little bit? You gotta be gentle. You scare the shit out of it otherwise, okay? And we're trying to calm the nerves. So from here now, my right leg is straight out, okay? My left foot is beside my right leg, not underneath. Kids were doing that yesterday, mommy. Back in times I told them not to. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, so I'm going to walk first. Sorry, the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to bend this leg, okay, and I'm going to grab the toes. Right, so I've reached right over the top here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and straighten the leg as best I can, and then come back up. So it's just the elephant walk on a single leg wall seat. Okay, it's the same thing. Right. So yeah, but that's good. That's really good. In and out of it, okay? In and out of it. All right. Relax that now. Switch legs. Same deal. Bend the left leg. Grab the foot. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. If you can't get it 100% straight, I don't care. It's all about the feel. Like feels like hell on earth. You're going too far. Don't go quite as far, okay? So remember, stretching. You're teaching the nerves inside the muscles what a safe distance is. Yeah. If you push it too hard, it's not going to trust you. It's fuck off. That's not safe. You're doing it. Okay. Your body's smarter than you, you know. Okay, so from here now, this time I'm keeping the knee down. So my right leg is straight. I'm walking my fingers down my right leg to as far as is comfortable for me, right? Which is anywhere below the knee is great, okay? Now I'm going to inhale through my nose. On the exhale, my chest comes down towards my knee and my toes come back towards my nose. Now I'm going to stay there for a second. Now if that's like, pull back too far, ease up a bit, okay? Now once that's comfortable, I'm going to do it again, right? Inhale through the nose, chest to knee, toes to nose. I get my chest as close to my knee as I can get it, and I get my toes as close to my nose as I can get them. Now, without any release of tension, hopefully there's no pain, that's all, right? I'm inhaling one more time, and exhaling. And I'm significantly further down now than what I thought my max stretch was a second ago. And relax. As long as you take this process of only going as far as you can go and relaxing into that position and gently going further, if you take that process, your flexibility will improve. I guarantee
Yeah, well, it's like it stretches a little bit every time.
but it's the nerves. It's the nerves learning that I don't need muscle tension to resist this movement because there is no harm in this movement.
And as those I
Wow. The nerves are all, you know, whether they're in the body or in the mind, they're all there. So now I got my left leg straight. Okay, I'm gonna walk my fingers down. All right, as far as I can comfortably grab. Okay, now I'm gonna keep the knee down, sorry. Now I'm gonna inhale through my nose, exhale through my mouth. I'm gonna bring my chest as close to my knee as I comfortably can. If it hurts in the calf, I've gone too far. Now I'm gonna pull my toes back towards my nose. Now, right now, I'm on the edge there, so I'm right where it's beyond comfortable, just ever so slightly outside comfortable. Okay, now I'm gonna inhale through my nose. And as I exhale, my chest is going to come closer to my knee, and you should feel there is a movement there, a definite movement. Now pull your toes back towards your nose. I'm going to do the same thing again. Big inhale, soft exhale, and lower, and then pull my toes towards my nose. So I am significantly further now than I was on the first stretch. And at the time, I thought the first stretch was my max, right? Okay, relax there, guys. Okay. So that's the stretching process. I mean, the more time you spend at it, the better you're going to get at it. I'm very strategic in my stretching, in that I only do kind of functional stretches. And how do I work out what's functional? Well, we track back to when we're looking at major body movements, and we have 6 functional movement categories. Okay, so squat, push, pull, hinge, press, lateral, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our A-B split. So then you have a set of stretches for your squat. So what do we need to stretch for a squat? Your hamstrings, your quads, and your glutes. Okay. What do we need to stretch when we're doing deadlifts or kettlebell swings? Well, it's the back line, isn't it? So it's the calves, quads, the glutes into the lower back. All right. What do we need to stretch when we're pulling or pressing? Shoulders. Yeah. So it's just a set, and it's just there's millions of exercises out there, guys. It's just an exercise that has a purpose, and as long as you understand the purpose of the exercise, and as long as that is conducive to your long-term goals, it's a valuable exercise. If, however, you don't understand the purpose, I see so much, you dumbbells, why? What are you getting from it? If you can explain what you're getting from it, fucking A, I'm with you, right? But if you can't explain what you're getting from it, fucking exercise, it's just, I don't even know what to call that. Right. So from here, I'm gonna lay on my back. I'm gonna grab my right knee and pull it towards my chest. Okay. And I'm just gonna hold that there. Now, same principle, not pain. Okay, just like there. That's just the edge of my comfort zone. So what I want to do, I want to gently expand my comfort zone just a little further, right? But not like, oh, that hurts. Okay, from here, release the knee now. I'm going to draw the circles with the knee. 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. I'm drawing circles on the roof with the knee. Okay, now I'm going to extend my legs straight out, and I'm going to draw the biggest circle that I can, as we did before, right? So my right leg is out. My right leg is pointing 6 o'clock at the moment. So we're bring it all the way around. 7, 8, out. Now from here, I'm bringing my right leg as far to my left as I can, and then we're going to start coming up around to the center. And then I go out the other side. Now I'm bringing my right leg as far to my right as I possibly can. Bring it around all the way back to my 6. Okay. From here, I'm going to grab the knee again, but this time I'm pulling the knee to the side while keeping the hip down. So my right knee is going towards my left shoulder, roughly. Okay, now I'm going to relax that for a second. And now I'm going to let the hip come up. So I'm going to put my right hand out flat on the floor. I'm going to bring my right knee as far to my left side as I possibly can while letting the hip come up. So we're rotating the back here. Let's stretch through the glute, through the lumbar spine, okay? Into the thoracic lumbar joint, where they meet you. Lovely. Right, switching sides. So left knee. Grab your knee, pull it to your chest as close as is comfortable. Hang out there for a bit. Okay, now I'm going to do my circles with my knee. 3 times one way. And 3 times the other way. How we doing, Mickey? All right?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, extending the left leg, pointing straight out. So slow circles now. So I'm going as far as I can to my right, really reaching. Coming right up to the middle, up, 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 across, as far as I can to my left, really reaching. All the way down to my 6. Now I'm going to grab my knee and I'm going to pull it as far to my right as I can, keeping my left hip down on the floor. Settle in that position. I'm going to relax. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my left hand out. I'm going to pull my left knee as far to my right as I possibly can, allowing my left hip off the floor now. So the stretch is going through the glute into the back. And relax there. All right, guys, sitting up. Pop our feet together. Hands on the ankles. Bit of pressure now. Start to push knees down towards the floor with your elbows. Push, 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 push. And then from here, I'm going to lean forward and just get a little extra drive. So not to pain, just find comfort and just step just slightly on the edge of it. You're still, you know, you can still talk, you can still think. It's not like, oh my God, searing pain. Okay, just easy. All right, chill out there now. So all I'm going to do now is my knees are bent nice and close to my chest. I'm just grabbing both toes. I'm just going to bring the right foot out as far as I can, back, my left foot out as far as I can, and back, and then just easy sliding both feet out, just rocking there as best I can. Okay. That's today's games. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Good to see ya. Tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.